So just a couple of random questions. How were you accepted as a Canadian going into India? By like the music industry, or is it different from the movie industry? Like to get your foot in the door?
So yeah, the music industry, movie industry kind of go hand in hand, but it depends. Like you know what?
You always hear horror stories of people trying to get in the movie industry.
There's Punjab, there's there's Bollywood, there's Gujarati industry. There's so many different industries. But like what it was when I went out there, I brought something to the table that nobody's ever heard, and that's really what gave me the upper advantage. Being born and raised out here, the music that I listened to growing up was hip hop, R&B, to whatever popular was from like EDM at that time.
Yeah.
And when I started going into there, the big thing that made the difference was that my sound was not something that anybody had heard in India. So when I took it to India, people were like, "We want this, but we don't know where to get it," and I'm giving it to them. For example, like Suit.
Yeah.
Banger.
When I made Suit, it was one of those tracks at that time. There was, Honey Singh had come out, and there was these badshahs and stuff like whatever was happening in India. But at the same time, I was doing stuff like Diamond Coca here, and I'm like, how do I bridge the gap? And I'm like, I need to make something that's gonna be popping musically on the beat here, but have something vocally that is relatable over there. So that way I can make it merge. And my whole goal in the last couple of years now is that to merge that and keep doing stuff like that in the sense where, how I was saying there's an industry there and industry here and industry there.
Yeah.
I want to merge those with what I'm doing now at this point, and it's been going pretty well, and I'm very fortunate to be working with the people that I get to work with now. Artists that I looked up to my whole life.
It's crazy.
They're all good dudes.
Yeah, 100%. There's 4 of them sitting over there. Right
That's
now.
the crazy thing, man. Like we're not allowed to say stuff, and we don't want to. It's all good, but it's just cool.
What song are you most proud of in your career?
You know what?
Is there one that stands out that means more to you? Like emotionally, or one that had a lot of fanfare that made you feel really good about yourself? What was that one song?
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
If I put it out, that means that I put my heart into it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Like I've always been very, very, very. I'm about to say this word, and you're gonna laugh. I'm very anal when it comes to my. I'm very anal when it comes to what I release. And
that's awesome. Hey man, it all makes sense, right?
But when I feel comfortable to release something, that means I'm happy with it. I'm able to listen to that song 100,000 times and still not be sick of it. So I'm happy with whatever I put out.
That's awesome.
And there are tracks that don't do as well as the next one, but whatever I put out, I'm happy with. So
you've been putting stuff out. Is there stuff coming up in the next little while?
It's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say it's a knock on wood, but 2018 will be the year of intense, hopefully, and
once again, the year of intense.
I call it every year the year of intense, but the things that I've finally got to do this year, things I've wanted to do my whole life,
yeah,
and the things that are coming up. So I'm very fortunate and very lucky to be where I am. I've got to work with people like Jasmine Sanders, who she's like my fucking homegirl, and I've always been a big fan of her, and we're finally doing things that we never thought we would do. I'm working with Getty Sandhu, and just like there's so many people, so many things, and that I never thought I'd do. From Bindra Kiasan guitars to, I've already worked with Diljit, I've worked with Mika. There's so much that I've done, and I'm.
Do you ever feel like when you see some of these people for the first time, are you ever in awe of them? Like, oh my, like you become a fanboy, and then
I used to be, but not anymore.
Now, are people fanboys of you when they see you sometimes?
It's funny when it happens, but it happens. It does happen. Yeah, it's crazy.
Even locally here, when people are like,
times it happens where I go to places and people are like, "Can you really want to take a picture?"